Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and I'm here at the gallery with a general tarot reading. This is an ongoing Cards of Truth series for the entire 52-card deck. Here is a chart to find your birth card. I've already cleared the cards and spent time meditating on my shooting star spread. I'm using the Cards of Truth deck for the overall starting point and then clarifying with the Ethereal Visions deck. I chose this deck because it has an artist card added into the major arcana. I'll close with a message from Spirit with the Soul's Journey lesson cards. If you'd like to know more about today's card, please pause the video and read the description box below. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera now so that you can see the card spread for today. This is a reading for all King of Hearts birth cards. This is the Shooting Star spread. It's a 3-card spread about unblocking or heightening your creative flow. I like to take cards that spring from the deck while shuffling, and that can take a while, so I've already done that and laid out the cards. There's no wrong way to choose cards, it's just what works for me. So the first row here represents your inner and outer resources, like the South Node position in the Cards of Truth birth chart. Easily accessible because it's what you bring with you from a past life. However, there's a possibility it's so easy it's taken for granted. Second row is about tapping into what motivates you. Here it reflects the North Node position more or less, as it will naturally assist you in your soul's full potential. Third row is what Source would like to share as guidance, pure and simple. So let's take a look at the first row. This is the 9 of Clubs. Now for a King of Hearts, this is a pretty sweet card to have in your pocket. This is all about it's known as the right direction card, partly because it has a divine friendship with ideas. You just love it, and you are in love with understanding and having that new thought spring to life for you. Beautiful card, especially for an artist. Next we have, out of the Ethereal Visions deck, the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is all about advancing and determination, very energetic, very impulsive, very passionate, right? So this is really kind of a lovely, fast-flowing thing that you've got going here already as this King of Hearts and as an artist. And this keeps going throughout what this is saying or addressing as to who you are at your core level. We've got the Knight of Swords next, so 2 knights right in a row. And this one is all about being a bit stubborn, but it's strength and it's bravery. It's a lot of skill, but you can be a little overbearing and a little brash. That also comes along with this card. So I find that very interesting for a king. You are living this noble path, and the Hearts is an incredibly empathetic place to be doing that from. So that one sounds a little bit like tough love. And next, and third here, we have the World. Very interesting card to get here because this is success in all things. You can see that all 4 elements here are being taken care of. It encompasses everything. So you are very, very aware of what that feels like. Yeah, I'm sure you are a high-functioning artist and know quite well what success feels like. You probably have an abundance of idea in your pockets. However, what motivates you, this row was a bit of a surprise to me. To begin with, we have the Diamond, the Ace of Diamonds. Now this is in the Cards of Truth cards and deck, and this one's telling me that for a foundation of your motivation, it is all about finding that concrete reward. This is about placing a value on something that you're interested in as a motivating force. It would be a person, a place, or a thing. It could be the new start of a self-realization, a new talent, a new skill. It's bettering your life in some way. It can be monetary, sure, but not necessarily. It could, like I said, be a skill or something that you are interested in improving upon. So you like improvement, basically. Fantastic. Next we have the Empress. So this is in reverse. So for me, I read this as a blocked energy or something that's in your subconscious that is blocking the creative flow for you at this time. So the Empress is a pretty interesting card for you to get as far as being blocked, because she is all about the inclination for an idea. She's the one that fertilizes any idea that's coming along. So it sounds like when I saw this that I read it as perhaps you're going through a bit of a dry spell. That was my first thought. Was my first thought, but not my last thought. And the Page of Cups is next as a motivating force. And this kind of changed my mind on the whole thing, because this is all about having confidence and happiness and reflection, and it can be about meditation. It's a young energy, so it's restless and ready to go. So that's a lovely motivating force to have. And I guess at that point, I started thinking about it might not be a self-imposed stuckness or being able to get over or through or past something. It is creating that seed, because then you got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So for this to be a blocked energy or something in the subconscious is all about the movement of an idea. She is the lady, or I shouldn't say lady, because there's no gender here. It is a person of very restless energy with creative ideas. It is a beautiful, beautiful card for a creative to get, because she's very passionate and very intuitive. It's kind of like the big love thinker. And for the King of Hearts, which is all about that emotional loveliness that you bring with you into this lifetime, I see this as I was saying, the motivation row, that you're a little stuck. So I wasn't quite sure where to take it when I laid these cards out. And then knowing, because I laid these out first, that Source would share with you that the Five of Clubs would have a big influence on you. Now, the Five of Clubs is all about movement and growth in ideas. It's working through what doesn't work to find out what does work. So that fast moving energy of the Page of Cups, which is all about the emotions around things, and then having this come up where Source is suggesting that you just get busy, just get in there and get your hands dirty with whatever pops into your mind, and to proceed by discovering something that is either, discovering something that will work for you by figuring out and discovering all the things that don't work for you. I know it's kind of like a backwards way, but basically it's go out, have some fun, and see what happens. Some kind of an epiphany will pop. You'll get that diamond of an idea and foundation, and probably I would think it would help tremendously to just invite the Empress to come in with that fertility and fertilizing a new idea, because you just got to work it through, right? Just get in there and work it through, because the next thing that you get is the Hanged Man, and this is time for contemplation. It is a self-imposed time for contemplation, and you look back upon whatever it is that had got you where you are right now. It's self-reflection. It's being diplomatic about that view. So you can bring in alternative thought, and it's like a different kind of thinking. This self-imposed contemplation is to get you to that point. So Source is saying, right from the get-go, that is a great place to go. Oh, did I just skip over the the Knight of Pentacles? I think I did. And that is in reverse. So here, for the Knight of Pentacles, and I might just say you've gotten 3 knights here, and the Queen, and a page, and the World. I mean, this is a very top of the game reading for you. You are really high vibrational at best. I can't even imagine. So, Knight of Pentacles. Let's get back to the Knight of Pentacles. He's all about patience and responsibility. He's ambitious, but at the same time, this is in reverse, so that is blocked for you. So, yeah, once again, I think the thought is to just jump in and start experimenting, start exploring some different alternatives. Whatever has you held back, we'll get to after this last card, because Source definitely came through on the last card for you. But in this row, what Source would like to share is the Death card. It sounds scary, but it's not. It is, again, a blocked energy because it's in reverse. But it's all about out with the old and in with the new. It is allowing yourself some time to think things through differently. It is getting over through, whatever you got to do, the patience. Enough's enough already. Get some ideas and get moving with it. And you really don't even have to go once you have the ideas. It is just getting out there and start experimenting, basically. I think Source would let you know that is how you will get that fertility going for your ideas and your creativity, your art that you're making. And that all kind of got wrapped up for me when I pulled the last card, which is how I find it is by moving my pendulum across the spread out deck of the Soul's Journey. And what came up for you is change. It's interesting because it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So yeah, I know, right? Stagnant. There's some stuckness here. But how and why? And it also speaks of there's a certain comfort in living a life without surprises, keeping the status quo like that. It can have a certain appeal and be totally necessary at times to contemplate, right? That break, respite, some alone time to recoup, And I'm big on saying the bed, the bath, the bus, because that enforced time out is often when the next creative epiphany has the room to pop in. However, if you stay in that stagnant mode, it can start to look and feel a whole lot like being stuck and held back in your creativity. You know, if this is resonating with someone out there, it's probably time to get curious about the circumstances of your situation, because who are we to know? You know what it is. And I'm going to put this right on the Page of Cups, because that is the fast-moving thinker right here for now. And I should put this one on top of that. Only because if you get curious about the circumstances, it might allow you to get to the bottom of things and get some clarity as to what the sticking point is. You know, like ask the who, what, where, and how around a situation. Is it a person, a place, or a thing that has you in hold mode? Once you start to see the underlying truths, you'll be able to use your natural, beautiful, empathetic self that you are as a King of Hearts to find a way to considerately and nobly get your creative self moving again. So best of luck to you, King of Hearts. And I hope all of you King of Hearts out there found this interesting and helpful. You can also watch the videos for whatever is in your sun, moon, Venus, and so forth placements, and contemplate those readings as well. Happy creating. So creative, stay true to your uniqueness on your creative path, and I hope this gave you some food for thought. Please subscribe and hit that like button. It means a lot to me and my soul and life purpose. Thank you.